everybody. We got 10 minutes to game time. Let's all gather round.
Shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's awesome.
Orale Bateau.
That's amazing.
And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Damn. 21 out of 25 on the Orale, Johnny Bench, and Ellie. That's what I'm saying, good sirs. Thank you, thank you.
Is that a throuple?
That's a throuple on a card, that's right. Oh, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. JunkWaxVintage nasty. Buddy. Holy guacamole. Damn. That pays for your entire order. Done. That is a super short print on-card auto Jackson Churio. Damn, brother. All right, pobrecito Altuvito. John McDonald. Holy shiitake mushrooms. JunkWax nasty.
Nice.
Bo frickin' Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Not Cocoa Crisp.
I mean, heck.
Ready, down, put. Play Tecmo metal version.
Sleeve up the Acuna.
I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination.
What? I am literally crying right now. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Number to 75. Julio Rodriguez on card auto. Ah! Holy shiitake mushrooms! Amazing! Oh my gosh! My friends, my head is gonna explode! Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Last on print, 4 out of 5. Almost last on print anyway. Penultimate on print.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
I could not agree more. Twinkle Doe. Good to have you tonight, my man. There you go, LVBZ. Boom, shakalaka. Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. JunkWax nasty. Congratulations, felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. Yes, for the Mets. Oh! Are you kidding me? Mike George, the co-creator of 5 for 5 Baseball, just hit a hawk. Numbered to 10. Wow. Would you just look at it? That is sick. Peanut butter and jealous Mike George. Wow, buddy. Absolutely beautiful. Hand numbered to 10.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. On opening day, an absolutely beautiful Michael Jordan SP1. Love it. There we go, my friends. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to see that.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Congratulations, Bree Imus. In my humble opinion, the best baseball player that walks the planet Earth today. And that is numbered. Gum back parallel first on print. Wow. Congratulations, Bree Imus. I just got instantly more jealous. That is amazing. First on print to 199. Congratulations, Bree Imus. That is sick.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God! Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Wow. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. Bro. Andrew Shumper's head might explode. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. You win, sir. Number 210. Bernie Brewer. Topps Dynasty. Relic autograph. I know. I know.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien, my brother. You win, good sir. Out of a Celebration Mega. That's right, Alex. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 8 out of 10 on the Bernie Brewer. That is magnificent, Kevin O'Brien. And I think that's good karma coming right back to you, my brother. Because you have been nothing short of amazing in this family, my man. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien. I am so ridiculously stoked to pull that for you, buddy. Wow. That is literally the card that Andrew Shumper has been looking for. So you might have a buyer on this one, buddy, if you want to sell it, of course. And that's a big one too, bro. Brian. Thank you again, my brother. Goodness gracious. Torrey Holt. JunkWax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dylon. Name the 5 best rappers. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my. Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. So Dylan Carter, you already know, my man. I would highly suggest a pre-grade on that bad boy, and if you want me to send this off for you, I am...
With greedy flames, junk wax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride, creased and battered, still we ride. Junk wax finish, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless bloom. Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes. Motion throned, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight. Harrison Bucker, Mikey Cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light, positive vibes in endless fight. JunkWaxVintage, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless boom. Torn edges, yellowed gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world, feel the heat. Torn edges, yellowed gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world. Feel the heat.
Well, good evening, you legends. Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday evening, you incredible human beings. It is damn good to see you as always. Hope you've all had a thick with 4 C's and very thankful Thursday. Good to see you, Cincinnati Steve. What's up, Trevor Taylor? Good to see you. Sir James Reinhardt, our favorite chef. Good evening, Brian Smith. How are you, my man? Kevin O'Brien. Good to see you. Super Grover. J-Rod. Good to see all of you tonight. I see my folks over there on TikTok. Derek Dilly. Zach Kickarillo. Mr. Howard. Good to see you. Thank you for being here with me tonight, my friends. As always, if it is your very first time tuning in here tonight, my friends, welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day. Good evening, Danny. Smacking you with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a dose of camaraderie, and always a heck of a lot of laughs. Typically at my expense, gosh dang it. Interstellar Mel, welcome back. Nice to see you. Good evening, Philly. Nice to see you over here on Twitch, my brother. Thank you so much for making the switch. What's up, Danny T? The most handsome Wheels of the family. What's up, Wheels? Good to see you, Marky. What's up, Super Grover? That's right, Uncle Junkwax. That is true. That is one of my monikers. That's a fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let me tell you what. We have a uber thick with 4 C's Thursday ahead of us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not gone and checked out JunkWaxVintage.com yet, you might want to. There is a heroic amount of new stuff up there. Take a gander. Be my guest. Also, dear friends, we have a couple of juicy brand new breaks up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. How about 2024 Allen and Ginter? I know. I actually have a TikTok video all about Allen and Ginter. If you don't know about Allen and Ginter, please feel free to refer to that video. We also have a brand new 6-boxer up there. So if you would like to take a gander at that, and by the way, folks, humongous thank you to each and every one of you who have already snagged spots in those breaks that I just mentioned. Goodness gracious. So I had to fill out a amazing number of break spots before the show started this evening, and I cannot thank you enough. Good evening, Matt Kenyon. Good evening, Andrew Shumper, our favorite devil dog. Hoorah. J-Rod, my second favorite J-Rod. First favorite Jared. Good to see you, my dude. And that's right, Morgie, moderator extraordinaire. Thank you so very, very much for dropping those links in the chat. Good to see you tonight, you handsome son of a gun. All right, legends, you know what we must do. I think we've had our evening salutations. I think I have taken a gander at that shop and seen some new orders. But first, we got to bust into our very first item of the evening. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. You know what we got to do. Shout out to Brandon Franz, a.k.a. Johnny Utah, a.k.a. my brother from another mother, a.k.a. my co-host, who snagged us a sweet little mini fridge down here for my spicy Waltas. Without Brandon Franz, I would have to make that long trek to the kitchen. And now that we're in this house, it's a much longer trek to the kitchen. So I am especially thankful. Good evening, David Weisel. How you doing, my brother? Excellent to see you on this thankful Thursday. Cheers, my friends. First sip of this May 1st evening. Oh, yeah. Always sets me right, never does me wrong. All right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. There you go. Get some music happening. Morgie, it is a 2-story, my brother. 2-story. There's kind of a half story, we'll call it, up on top. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, cheers, my dude. Excellent to see you as always. How are you, Scotty? Shout out to the entire Kuniko clan and Timbo T-Wood, one half of the Towers of Power, gracing us with his presence. Thank you so much, Timbo. I saw that you raided JunkWaxVintage.com, and I cannot thank you enough. Legend. Shout out to Beef. Aw, thank you, Morgie. It's pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. It is the nicest house I have ever lived in my entire life. Hard stop. Oh, yes, I did, J-Rod. So I've heard a lot of members of the family that have been asking me about Allen and Ginter, so you know I'm a man of the people. Ask and you shall receive. Hey, Beef is actually with you. What's up, dude? My brother in recovery. Couple of 1-2 handsome son of a guns over there. Little evening woods.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, legends, we busted into our spicy Walta. Let's bust into our very first pack of Juicy, Junk Wax, and then, my friends, I'm going to refresh that shop. But first, let's get into some junkiest of the junk. How about some 1990 score football? See if we can't find ourselves a little Bo Jackson, maybe a Barry Sanders. Go team. I love it, Scotty. Thank you, big man. All right, folks. Shout out to all of you over there on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. I sincerely appreciate you being here tonight. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. All right, here we go. JT Smith for Arizona. David Galloway, back-to-back Arizonans. Looks like that's what I do to my sons when they're being unruly. Smack their heads together. I'm just kidding, people. I do not abuse my children. Reuben Hayes for the Bucks. Darren Como for my Seattle Seahawks. Good evening, Andrew McFadden. Some new boot gooseman. Good to see you, our brother from down under. How about the legend Reggie White co-starring, rest in peace, and Jay Hilgenberg for the Bears. Good evening to our thin blue line, Grayson King. How are you, my brother? Bruce Matthews for those now defunct Oilers. Tom Oldberry. He used to be a Newberry back in 1990, but now he is officially an Oldberry, with Jim Everett co-starring. Shout out to Mary's Rams. The Shermanator, Heath Sherman for Uncle Smitty's Eagles. Yeah. Maurice Carthon Tony Jordan, are you a McCann or are you a McCant? He looks like a McCant. Keith McCants. Old Jimmy Jones for the Hurricanes. Tony Johnson for the Fighting Irish 1990 rookie. Jerry and the Swiss Family Robinson. Jim Burt for the 40 Whiners. And last but not least for the Horsies, how about some Mike Horan, kicker extraordinaire. Excuse me. Brian Smith, Dalen, if anybody asks about breaks that have Beckett checklists attached to them, Beckett appears to be down, just FYI. Thank you, Brian Smith. I appreciate that, my man. That's a bummer. Super weird. Allow me just a moment. Let me verify. Oh, yeah, that's super weird. How bizarre. Well, shout out to Beckett. Something going on over there with their servers. Yikes. Yeah, it's giving me the same thing there, Brian. Well, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, my dude. Thank you. All right, folks, looks like we have some called cards in there. So I'm going to need you folks to give me just a minute while I handle those. What do we have here, boys? All right, J-Rod wants the Matthews. Bruce Matthews on the All-Star. One moment. There you go, J-Rod. And Mark wants the... So that is a Reggie White co-starring, but I'm happy to give that one to you, buddy, of course. That is actually a Jay Hilgenberg card, but Reggie White co-starring on that one. For you there, Mark. Oh, Mrs. Junkwax in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you, babe. Happy Friday Eve. Caring RN, nice to see you tonight. Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Always nice to have an RN with us. Alrighty. Brian Smith, you want the Horan. Mike Horan for the Broncos kicker extraordinaire. Gotcha, Brian Smith. Excellent. All right, I think we're good to go. Outstanding. All right, legends. We are through our very first pack of Juicy Junk Wax. We busted into that spicy Lotta, and of course we've had our evening salutations. As always, you legendary human beings, I cannot thank you enough for being here with me on this thick with 4 C's Thursday evening, and we are going to have so much fun tonight. So folks, you might want to grab yourself a fresh beverage, maybe a blankie, because we going to be here a while on this one. All right. Let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this extremely thankful Thursday evening. Shout out to all my folks over there on TikTok. I see you, Mr. Dodson. Derek Dilly, you sexy beast. Mr. Kickarillo, my brother in recovery. And I see you folks beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Thank you. It does not go unnoticed. Caring RN. Well, thank you. I sincerely appreciate that. Someday, when we get our house put together, we will do a house tour. But right now, it looks like a bomb went off. There is boxes everywhere. All right. Shout out to Mr. Griffith, snagging 3 spots in our Allen and Ginter. J-Rod Hillis snagging a spot in our Allen Ginter as well. And then Rob Richardson snagging a spot in our 6-boxer. My friends, my family, if you would allow me just a moment for some housekeeping. I need to lock in some spots here. Let's do it. Mr. Jeffrey Griffith. Taking down spots 1, 5, and 19. Thank you, Jeff. honey, you are getting a whole bunch of shout-outs.
Hey, y'all.
Mrs. Junkwax says, hello, legends. And Caring RN, I sincerely appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you being here with us tonight. Thank you. Caring RN, what is your first name, if I may ask? Oh, there we go. So shout out to Peggy. It is damn good to see you tonight. Ms. Ireland. Excellent to see you as always, young lady. Thank you for popping that face in here. You're warming my heart over here, Peggy. Making my evening, gosh dang it. She is on her own account, Caring RN78. Thank you for being here with us tonight, Peggy. You rock my face off. Twice.
Your husband's pretty fantastic, Peggy.
Yep, we love Mikey. Shout out to Mikey1. All right, Jeff Griffith, I got you locked in there, big man. J-Rod, next. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. How about spot number 20 for J-Rod? There you go, big man. Got you covered. And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we just hit 100 messages over here on the chat tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. We've only been here for a few minutes and we're already at 100 messages. Yeah, I ain't messing around tonight. Ray, what's up, my dude? I sincerely appreciate you sharing out our live over there on TikTok. Legendary move. Thank you so much, good buddy. Excellent to see you as always. Big hugs. Firm handshakes to you, my dude. Mr. Brandon Creasy, good evening. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Danny T, 101. Ah, there you go, brother. Perfect. Hey, J-Rod, you and I both, buddy. I'm ridiculously excited to bust into that Allen and Ginter hobby box. All right, next is Mr. Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist, taking down the Gigantes in our 6-boxer. Cannot thank you enough, Rob Richardson. Done deal. Shout out to Mikey, too, who finally got his trolley dodgers, by the way. That is the 6-boxer there, folks. Still plenty of teams left to go. And that is PYT. Peggy says, hello, Mrs. Junkwax, from Ms. Mikey. I love it. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Peggy. Love having you here tonight. Oh, that makes me so happy. The whole Mikey household. Beautiful. Now all we need is the pooch with pajamas. That would be amazing. All right, legends. We are current in the shop. We do have some family rips, though, tonight. Shout out to Andrew McFadden, our brother from Down Under. Shout out to Cody Durr. And Mr. Robert Parkinson. So, Mr. Robert Parkinson, technically you are first, good buddy. Mr. Shumper. Saturday technically is the last day. We will turn in our keys on Saturday. So tomorrow, we're going over and doing a whole bunch of cleaning. And we have one more load to get out, full disclosure.
We're almost done.
But we are so close. We literally have one carload left. Oh, it's amazing.
I'm never moving again.
Yeah, we're never moving again, ever. We're here for life, folks. Yes, Timbo. So we know that Beckett is having issues right now. For some reason, Beckett is down. Oh, very exciting, Andrew Shumper. Thank you, big man. You could not be more correct. All right, Robert Parkinson, are you here tonight, you handsome son of a gun? Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Shout out to my fellow Austinite. That's right, Mrs. Junkwax just said now it's time for us to put our house together. That is a fact. So our place is, like I said, looks like a bomb went off in here. There are boxes everywhere, bags everywhere. What, baby? It will be very cute eventually. By July, I think.
Yeah.
That's right. I think we'll be all moved in by July, gosh dang it. All right, thank you so much, Robert Parkinson. How about our first family rip of the evening? Thank you, as always, Robert Parkinson, for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com and letting us rip these together. Good luck. You're light.
I'm so sorry.
You can press your top right button.
I'm so silly. I'm sorry.
You got it, babe. There you go. One moment, folks. Alrighty. Good luck, Robert Parkinson. Let's do it. Morgie, thank you so much for dropping those extremely helpful links in the chat. Legend. All right, here we go. Shout out to Mr. Trevor Taylor. Somebody please bang a trash can for the Astros. Austin Riley for the Braves. Mackenzie Gore. Shout out to Timbo T. Wood, who him and I pulled together a gold vinyl 1 of 1 from 2022 Optic. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in that 6-boxer, there is a box of 2022 Optic. Just so you know, the OGs probably already know. That is out of our sealed case, and that might be a hot box. A Rosa Reina. If you would do me a solid, my dear friends, and light that chat up like the 4th of July, I would appreciate it. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Cutter Crawford, rookie. Mr. Anderson for the White Sox. Francisco Lindor. Curtis Terry. Jake Latz, rookie. On the Fearless. What's up, Mookie? What's up? Mookie Betts. Francisco, so nice you got him twice. On the True Silver. Feltner for Colorado. Thank you, Morgie. Thank you, Super Grover. Byron Buxton for Minnesota. Kyle Mueller for Atlanta. Ivan Castro, rookie on your red, white, and blue. AJ Alexi for our Texas Rangers. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. The man, the myth, the Ichiro Suzuki for our Seattle Mariners. Hall of Fame legend. And last but not least, my brother, for the Cubbies, Wilson on the Contreras. Last but not least, thank you so much, Robert Parkinson. I sincerely appreciate you letting us rip that together, buddy. That is a thick with 4 C's way to start our Thursday evening, if I do say so. Hey, there you go, Super Grover. Yes, I did, my man. It is excellent to see you tonight, you handsome son of a gun. Thank you, Scotty Tuhati Kuniko. Thank you, Brian Smith. I appreciate you, boys. All right. Less talky, more rippy. Thank you so much, Robert Parkinson, and I sincerely hope that that is just another juicy rip in a very long line of juicy rips between you and I, my friend. Thank you. Alrighty, folks, we got to switch it up just a little bit. Switching gears. How about our brother from down under? Some new boot gooseman. Good evening, Brian Sapansky. Good to see you tonight, my brother. Hope you are having a wonderful Thursday. Shout out to each and every one of you over there on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. Of course, legends, if you are watching over there on those alternate platforms, you are invited to come over and join us on Twitch. We would love to have you. The Hammer, Jeff Hansen, gracing us with his presence tonight. How are you, Jeff? Hope you've had a great Thursday, my dude. Shout out for New Boot Gooseman, Mr. Andrew McFadden. Are you here tonight, buddy? Technically, you are next. Mr. Mark Keys, not Marquise. Good evening. There he is. Thank you, Andrew. (2024) Score a treat. Is this? Hold on a second. Were these supposed to be basketball? I could be wrong. That's all right, my love. Easy fix. They are football. Nope, they're football. Sorry about that. For some reason, I thought they were basketball. All right. Andrew New Boot Gooseman. Did you open the box from last night? Which box you talking about there, big man? We did open a few boxes. There you go, Peggy. So damn good to have you tonight, making my evening over there. You're putting a smile on my face I can't wipe off. I love it so much. Ladies and gentlemen, humongous shout out to Ms. Mikey. All right, Andrew. Good luck, my dude. Starting off a little Jay Jetta for Minnesota. Malachi Corley on the Rising Stars rookie for the Jets. Jerry Judy for Tim Hudson's Browns. Micah Hyde for Melody's Bills. Xavier Leggett for the Panthers, rookie. And last but not least, Mr. JT. What you got, Foamy? Jonathan Taylor, not Justin Timberlake. Excellent. Oh, Mr. Gooseman. Nope, I am so sorry, buddy. I don't think I saw that one last night, my man. I apologize, brother. But let me double check for you right now, because I am happy to snag that one down and we'll rip it right now. Threaten me with a good time, my dude. Excuse me. Yep. I have got it right here, my man. Skybox Metal Universe. Bam! Easy fix. Hey, thank you so much, Andrew. Everything happens for a reason, my good man. All right, let's do it. And by the way, Mr. Cody Durr, if you are here, my brother, you might want to step into that batter's box, snag yourself a chunk of lumber, start taking some practice cuts, because you're on deck. All right. Always happy to bust into some Skybox Metal Universe. See if we can't find you a little PMG. Maybe some Jordan. Maybe some Tiger. Woo! Let's do it. Thank you so much, Cody. Excellent to have you as well tonight. Thank you for lighting up the shop. Mr. Stick, I hope so, my dude. Good to see you tonight. Hope you've had a wonderful Thursday as always. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, pack number 4 to the side, because it is tradition. All right, good luck. Lonnie, good evening, sir. Little cuffing. No big deal. We're just going to rip all these down and go through them together, my man. Stick, thank you so much for using the shop. I appreciate it, buddy. We will refresh that shop in just a moment. Okie dokie. Good luck, my friend. It's a lady. How about some good juju? Watkins. Johnny Dixon. It's another lady. How about Lena Oberdorf? Oh, hello. On the blue spectrum, Fresh Foundation's Haley Jones. Mr. Jones and me. Shout out to Drew Jones on the Skybox Premium, keeping up with the Joneses. On the All Millennium, Shy Odom. CJ Stroud on your Fresh Foundation. ZZ Clark, not ZZ Top. Haley Van Lith. Ilya Topuria, who might just be the 155-pound champ here pretty soon in the UFC. And that is a rookie, Ilya Topuria. JJ Starling. Good evening, Paul Bailey. Excellent to see you, my dude. How about the Haley Van Lith? So nice, you got her twice. All Millennium, Michael Jordan. There you go. Pretty damn cool, sleeving that one up for you, big man. Our very first MJ of the evening. How about DJ Wagner on the Fresh Foundation? Christian Bacchiero, the Cowboy. Named by Mike Tyson. Mrs. Junkwax just gifted Peggy with a free subscription. Thank you so much, Mrs. Junkwax. Hit me in the feels over there, my love. How about Jimmy Connors, old school tennis legend? Sam Bennett. Chris Livingston. Tyrese Proctor. Lena Oberdorf on the blue spectrum. I don't know what they call that, but it is kind of blue. All Millennium, Jimmy Connors. And look at those shorts. Wow. That's awesome. Nicely done, sir. Anthony of the Black, rookie. Will Zalatoris, golfer. Darius Garland, ZZ Clark on the blue. It's a lady. How about the gold universe? And that is Sydney McLaughlin Lavroni. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. Nice. Ooh, how about Brooks Lee for Minnesota on the All Millennium Schmeckle? Beautiful. And that one is numbered to 299. There you go, buddy. Numbered cards are not easy to pull in Skybox products, so that's a nice one, my dude. Sleeving up the All Millennium Minnesotan Brooks Lee. And last but not least, my dude, you got some Eric Daly Jr. on your fresh foundations. Excellent.
One down, one to go.
Thank you so much, Mikey. I appreciate you, big man. And folks, we are getting pretty damn close to starting a thankful Thursday evening hype train. I see you, you legends. I would love to give away a Junk Wax Vintage hitbox tonight. Threaten me with a good time. All right, here we go. Last pack magic for you. Jughead, welcome back, my dude. Always nice to see another Devil Dog. All right, here we go. Old Jimmy Connors, or Corey Connors, excuse me. Rookie. Matthew Hoppe, soccer player, rookie. Tiger, woo! There you go, buddy. Old Nike Golf himself. Another lady, Miss Gondrachik on the All Millennium. Juju Watkins on the Z-Force. Some of that good juju. Lena Oberdorf, and last but not least on the All Millennium, Julian Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, on this thankful Thursday evening, you have started a extremely thankful and thick with 4 C's. Hype train! As always, you legends, you already know, if we take this hype train to a elusive hype train level 5, I would love to give away a hype train hitbox tonight. Of course, my friends, if you want to be extra and you want to take this hype train to hype train level 11 or above, some of my road dogs already know what we're giving away for that one. So threaten me with a good time, you legends. How far this hype train goes is completely up to you. And I've got some gifts for you if you want to take that hype train the distance. You already know. Thank you, as always, Andrew. I sincerely appreciate you letting me rip that for you, buddy. Shout out to our brother from down under. You know we got to sleeve up the MJ. Believe it or not, that's the first All Millennium Michael Jordan that we have pulled out of the brand new Skybox. Yeah. Oakley dokley, my dear friends. Oh, there you go, Super Grover. I love it. Thank you for using the bot, my dude. Holy shit, talking mushrooms, my friends. Andrew Shumper almost just made me shoot black cherry spicy water out of my nose. Just hit us with 5 gifted subs, you legend. Thank you so much, Andrew Shumper. Hoorah. Goodness gracious, sir. How dare you? Perfect timing. All right, you incredible human beings. We are already at hype train level 3. 31%. Goodness gracious. All right, legends, I'm refreshing the shop real quick. We got to get caught up. But Cody Durr, you're on deck, my brother. And check this out, folks. Panini Country Music. Yes, please. And 2014 Topps Football Turkey Red. Thank you so much, Cody Durr. We will get to those in just a moment, my dude.
Did you know that Ric Flair was trafficked as a child?
I did not know that.
Part of, like, the adoption ring?
Wow. Mrs. Junkwax just said that Ric Flair was part of an adoption ring when he was little. He was trafficked. Wow, that's crazy. I've heard his biography, and I've never heard anything about that. That's insane. Wow. You learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to look further into that. That's cool, Mrs. Junkwax. A Stick, thank you so much, my brother. You are absolutely right. All right, folks. Less talky, more rippy. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite, snagging a 2022 UFC Fat Pack. Thank you, Trevor Taylor.
He was sold as a baby, and he was trafficked.
Ah, so Ric Flair was sold as a baby and trafficked. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax.
It was a huge scandal in the early.
Wow. Well, that explains a lot. All right, the Hammer Jeff Hansen also snagging a 2022 UFC Fat Pack. Thank you so much to the Hammer. Got you locked in there, boys. My cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, snagging 2 spots in our 6-boxer, the Seattle Mariners and the Mets. Thank you so much, Brandon. Smart man. Let's get him locked in here, family. Oh, there you go, Trevor Taylor. You silly goose. All right, Mets and Mariners for Brandon Daigle. Right, that's a fact. Shout out to my favorite murder and my murderinos, Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hartstark. Shout out to the ladies. All right, got you locked in, Brandon Daigle. Robert Parkinson. Thank you, sweetie. Taking spot number 10 in our Allen and Ginter. Thank you, Robert. And thank you for your patience, Cody Durr. Next, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Taking spot number 9 in our Allen and Ginter. Thank you, Scotty. And next, the legend, Mr. Josh Williams, a terrific Tennessean, taking down the Twinkies in our 6-boxer. Oh, yeah. I love it so much. I know it, J-Rod. I do not believe it is not. That's amazing. I'll have to check that out, J-Rod. I've never seen that, good buddy. Trevor Taylor. Gosh dang it. Who was it? That would be Mikey, too. Snagged down those Astros. Got you locked in, Josh Williams. Thank you as always, my brother. Ooh, Mr. Chris. Always on the ball. Thank you so much, Stick. Let's see what we have here. 2022 Donruss UFC. Thank you so much, you legend. Allow me just a moment. And my friends, my family, there is a lot of UFC up there in the shop. And there's a lot of brand new products up there too. Feel free to take a gander. All right, got you locked in there, Chris. And I think we are current in the shop after that. Excellent. All right. Mr. Cody Durr. Let's bust into your turkey red football first, and then we'll finish off with the country music box. Folks, this is the very first 2014 Panini Country Music that we have ever opened on this channel. Ernie Larson, good evening, you beautiful, beautiful man. How are you, buddy? Hope you had a wonderful Thursday as always. And I love that you guys are using the bot down there. Thank you. And that's right, Timbo. I'm so sorry, buddy. Gosh dang it. We did have a hype train. And it ended. And I missed it. It went out. Gosh dang it. Like a flame in the wind. But hey, it happens to the best of us, my friends. As always, I am nothing but grateful. I thought that one might go the distance, gosh dang it. That's crazy. I don't see it ending. Oh. No? That is super weird. Usually it shows me the end of the hype train. But this one, it does not see the end. Or at least I don't see it. I see Andrew Shumper hit us with some bits and gifted subs. Thank you so much, Andrew Shumper. But where did the hype train go? Weird. Well, that's crazy. I did. I saw it was on level 3. Yeah. Super strange. All right, well, just got to keep on keeping on, gosh dang it. Let me snag myself a little sippy here. Cody Durr, are you ready, big man? He's like, yeah, bro, I've been ready. All right, let's do it. 2014. This is also the very first box of this product that we have opened on this channel. I would love to see some Waylon Jennings. Thank you so much, Morgie. Fun fact, my friend, I actually have a program from a Waylon Jennings concert back in 1985 because my mother found out that my dad passed away right before the concert. And she still had to go to the concert because her and my dad were split up when it happened. But they were still talking, as the kids would say now. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer. But I still have the program from that Waylon Jennings concert. I found it while we were moving. All right, let's go. Good luck, Cody. Oh, you know it, Ernie Larson. Shout out to Luke and Bach. Texas. In the heart of Texas. Empty box there, Cody. And we have Robert Heron, rookie on the front. You and I both, Morgie. You and I both. And some Shooter. Shout out to Shooter Jennings. Robert Heron, rookie. Stephen Morris, rookie for the Jags. Dante Moncrief, rookie for the Colts. Garrett Gilbert for Mary's Rams. Michael Campanaro for the Dirty Birdies. Trent Murphy, and that is a mini turkey red. Ho, ho, ho! You got an autograph in here, my man. Nice, Trent Murphy on the mini. Little mini Murphy. And how about Rajon Neal, or Rajon Neal, rookie for the Packers. A.J. McCarron, rookie for WKRP in Cincinnati. David Fales for Da Bears. Eric Ebron and Jake Matthews. Last but not least for the Falcons, rookie. Whole bunch of rookies in there for you, buddy. And shout out to 2014. I'm going to sleeve up your mini and your Rajon Neal autograph.
Yeah.
That is not numbered. But I do not think autographs are guaranteed in those boxes, buddy. So that's pretty sweet. Brand new 55er for you. Shout out to Derek Dilly and Lonnie. I see over there on TikTok, legendary human beings. All right, there you go, buddy. And now, my friends,
It's time!
2014 Panini Country Music. Let's go. Best of luck to you, Cody Durr. Oh, wow, there's a lot of packs in this hobby box, my dude. Wow. Empty box there, Cody. You know we got to snag those pack number 4s. Good luck, brother. Oh, thank you so much, Danny. We're hoping. Oh, there you go, Trevor Taylor. Is that a possibility in these boxes? Finding free tickets to the iHeart Country Music Festival?
I hope so.
That would be cool if it wasn't expired. This is from 2014. All right, here we go. We start off with Clay Sharp. How about Neil McCoy? There's a throwback. I got a Neil McCoy story, folks. How about Teddy Gentry? Brantley Gilbert, 2013 top new male artist. On the green parallel, Josh Crayson. The band Perry. Alabama. Couple of 1-2 legends over there. How about Jennifer Nettles? Some stinging nettles. Mike Eli. Lindsay L. We have the guys from Parmalee. Florida Georgia Line. Baby, you're a song. Make me want to roll my windows down and cruise. That's the only song I know. Tyler Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard's son. Jared Neiman. Shout out to J-Rod Hillis. Jamie Lynn Spears. How about Britney Spears' little sister? That's fun. Maggie Rose. Rachel Reinert. Winona. Shout out to Winona Judd and the Judds. Listen to a lot of them growing up. Joe Diffie. Because there's something women like about a pickup man. Oh, Darius Rucker. Shout out to Hootie. Are you Hootie? That's right. Fresh Faces. Chris Thompson. Montgomery Gentry. Scotty Too Hottie McCreary. Jimmy Fadden. Kelsey Harmon. Lauren Elena. Eddie Montgomery. Ooh, you got the Pick Collection Pat Green. There you go. That's fun. It's like a relic. Backstage pass to Montgomery Gentry. Chase Rice. Colt Ford. And last but not least, Joe Nichols. Finishing that one off for you. Sleeving up your Pat Green pick. Gotta be honest, I have not heard of that fella, Pat Green. All right, round 2. Let's go. You know what? I can relate with that, J-Rod. I worked in a music venue for a really, really long time. Got to meet a whole bunch of people. Too many to even mention. Jeff Hansen, Martina McBride is definitely a country singer. That's right, Trevor Taylor. Rest in peace to old Joe Diffie. He left Earth, the third rock from the sun. I used to have that on cassette tape back in the day. All right, here we go. How about another Teddy Gentry? Dustin Lynch. Old brother Lynch. Keith Burns. Fresh Faces, Lindsay L. Green Parallel, Darius Rucker. Shout out to Hootie. Sweet potato pie and I shut my mouth. Gone, gone at the wind. Shout out to Alabama. Jennifer Stinging Nettles. John McEwen. Josh Crayson. James Young. Terry Clark. John Pardee. Oh, I've actually met that dude. Seriously? So he actually came and played a show here in Texas when I worked at the county line in San Antonio. Small world. How about John from Big and Rich? The Cadillac 3. Gloriana. Kimberly Perry. Rodney Atkins. Another Clay Sharp. Neil McCoy. Troy Gentry. On the top of the charts, Josh Crayson. Leanne Rhymes. 'Cause I'm blue. Shout out to Leanne Rhymes. Had that on cassette tape too. And I know you did too, Mrs. Junkwax. It is Leanne Rhymes. Oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? The band Perry. I'm so sorry. I'll see myself out, folks. All of a sudden, our viewers go to 0. I see you, Eric. Good evening, my man. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Lindsay L. Parmalee. Reed Perry. Neil McCoy, so nice. We have seen him thrice. Little filler. Thanks, Panini. Green Parallel, John Pardee. Maggie Rose. Kimberly Perry. Heidi Newfield. Chris Young. Brantley Gilbert. I must say that is the very first country singer I have ever seen with plugs in his ears. Rachel Reinert. Josh Crayson. Back-to-back backstage passes with Gretchen Wilson. There you go. Didn't she sing that song about keying a dude's truck or something? The Lax. Montgomery Gentry. Scotty Too Hottie McCreary. Shout out to the Judds, Winona Judd. Joe Diffie, so nice, we have seen him twice. Kelsey Harmon. John Pardee on the instrumental parallel. Oh, thank you, that was Carrie Underwood, there you go. My bad, my bad. Ooh, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Ladies and gentlemen, I love it. I have given these guys more shout-outs than they can even mention. Shout out to the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. You and me going fishing in the dark. Jimmy Fadden. Chase Rice. And Colt Ford, last but not least. All right, round 3. Hey, yo. What's up, Mr. Lineback? Excellent to see you, my brother. That's what I was thinking, Nikolai. She was the redneck woman. That's right. That's what I was thinking of. I'm a redneck woman, not a high-class broad. My favorite country singer is Mr. Chris Ledoux. Yep. It is not George Strait. I love some George Strait. I love some Garth. But Chris Ledoux has a very special place in my heart. All right, let's go. Give me a hell yeah if you even know who Chris Ledoux is. All right, here we go. Neil Perry. Chris Ledoux is no longer with us. Brian King. But I was really lucky and I got to see Chris Ledoux several times before he passed away. I got to see him live. Oh, there you go, Josh Watson. Excellent to see our railroad brother tonight. How are you, buddy? How about Ashley Monroe? Kiefer Thompson. Another filler. Tracy Lawrence. Awesome. These sticks and stones. What was that, honey? Somebody asked why I set aside pack number 4. Oh, Peggy. So Mikey 1, would you mind answering that question for me, big man? So it's a little bit of a story, Peggy. I love it. Thank you, Nikolai. There you go, big man. You're absolutely right, Uncle Smitty. We were just talking about Waylon a moment ago. So it is tradicion. You know it, Josh Watson. So back 4 years ago, when I first started this venture from a closet that looked similar to that one, there was a 12-year-old young man that religiously showed up to every single show. And that was back when my show started at 6 a.m. So, right, Mikey? Right? So, his name was Brooks. And Brooks collected a player named Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina wears the number 4. So whenever we would open a box, this is back before I even sold anything on this channel, he would request that when I was opening a box for myself that I always pull out pack number 4 and rip it last for good luck. Well, that program, that system, has been very good to us over the last 4 years. We have found some bangers out of those pack number 4s. And the family has come onto that system as well, and a lot of the family has found bangers in those pack number 4s. So we have even extended that system, we'll say, into cases. So whenever we open a case, I always pull out hobby box number 4 as well. So there you have it. And the coolest part of that story is that, as most people do, Brooks grew up and got into girls as he got into high school. So he kind of gravitated away from cards. But about 6 months or so ago, he came back after a 2.5-year hiatus. And he saw that we were still pulling those pack number 4s, and I got a very sweet email behind the scenes. It was pretty cool. So there you go, Peggy. Mr. Chris Robertson, good evening, my brother. It is awesome to see you. All right, here we go. Old Big Rich. Gretchen Wilson, the redneck woman. How about going fishing in the dark with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? Kelby Ray. Chuck Wicks. Jaron Johnston. Fresh Faces Chuck Wicks. Jeff Cook on the green. Florida Georgia line. Morgie, if you are taking off tonight, my brother, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. And I sincerely hope that we get to see you tomorrow, my dude. Love you, buddy. Jeff Hanna. Lauren Elena. Eddie Midnight in Montgomery. Neil Perry. Mike Eli. Brantley Gilbert. Joe Nichols. John Rich from Big and Rich. Another Gretchen Wilson. Brian King. Ashley Monroe. Another Ray. How about the Eli Young Band? I think I've seen them live as well at some point. Another filler. On the green emerald parallel, you have Mr. Young. Oh, there you go, J-Rod, some Aaron Tippin. Haven't heard that name in a long time. The Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Florida Georgia Line. Sarah Evans. Tyler Hubbard. Mike Gosson. Another Leanne Rhymes. Chris Young. Terry Clark. David Nail. Hitting the nail on the head. Another Sarah Evans. Pat Green. Chuck Wicks. Another Johnston. Another, oh, there you go, Ronnie Millsap. That's fantastic. Montgomery Gentry on the Country Music Backstage Pass. Joe Diffie, rest in peace, on the green parallel. Boston Bill Cormier, good evening, you legend. How about Jeff Hanna? Jana Kramer. And Big Kenny Alphin, last but not least. All right, Cody, we are down to last pack magic, my brother. Or at least that round, anyway. Good evening, Josh Williams. How are you, big man? Excellent to see you, my brother. Thank you so much for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com. Mr. Johnston, good evening. As always, Josh Watson, big hugs and firm handshakes to you. Ooh, this one feels a little thick. We're going to keep that one off to the side for a moment. I see you, Mikey. Nikolai, no Jason Boland yet, my man. Let's see. All right, here we go. How about Josh McSwain? kind of looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. Kiefer Thompson. John Jones. Johnny Bones Jones. And we're not even into the UFC cards yet. How about Mark Chestnut on the top of the charts? It sure is Monday. Fresh Faces, Lindsay L. Randy Owen. I think he's from Alabama, isn't he? Yep. That's the lead singer of Alabama. Shauna Thompson. Jeff Cook. Heidi Newfield. Gretchen Wilson. Neil Mason. Backstage Pass Trick Pony. Emerald Parallel, Alabama. Mr. Mark Chestnut, country music legend. Joe Diffie. Brantley Gilbert. Barry Knox. How about Trick Pony? The Thompson Square. Ooh, the Neil Perry So Nice. We have seen him thrice, and that is a Musician Materials second on print to $3.99, my man. There you go, buddy. Beautiful. I believe that is a piece of his shirt. That's pretty cool. Sleeving that one up for you, my dude. How about Big and Rich on your country music backstage pass? Mark Chestnut, So Nice, we have seen him thrice. Troy Gentry. Neil McCoy. Bob Carpenter. John Pardee. Tom Gosson. Pat Green. Hootie on the backstage pass. Winona Judd on the parallel. Tracy Lawrence. Oh man, do I have some memories listening to old Tracy Lawrence. And shout out to Tracy Bird. Randy Owen from Alabama. Scott Thomas. Matt Thomas. The Brothers Thomas. How about another Tracy Lawrence? Terry Clark. Another filler. The band Perry on the top of the charts. Jennifer Nettles. John Rich. And last but not least, another Darius Rucker. The Hootie So Nice, we have seen him thrice. All right, we're sleeving up Mr. Perry. Shout out to the Boogeyman. Damn good to see you, El Kakui. All right, let's see what's in this fatty, shall we? And then we'll get into those pack number 4s. And we have UFC coming up next, family. I think it's a filler. All right, the Darius Rucker So Nice. We have seen him 4 times. Chris Thompson. Brian Kelly. Brantley Gilbert on the top of the charts with Bottoms Up. Another filler. It was just a filler, gosh dang it. Thanks, Panini. We got Panini. Chuck Wicks. How about Big and Rich? That's actually a really cool card. I like that. How about the Eli Young Band? And Josh Thompson. And we're not talking about the MMA fighter. All right, my brother.
One down, one to go.
Last pack's magic, good buddy. I cannot thank you enough, Cody, for snagging these down from JunkWaxVintage.com. Like I said, folks, this is the very first time we have ripped into a box like this on this channel, and I cannot thank you enough, Cody, for letting us have some eye candy tonight, my brother. Let's do it. Josh Williams. I am so sorry, buddy. I know that's probably a conundrum. Little cuffing. No big deal. Raylan, good evening. All right, we have some Reed Perry. Chris Young. Another Brantley Gilbert. Backstage Pass with the Florida Georgia line. How about the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? They had the 1989 Album of the Year. Kimberly Perry, Heidi Newfield, The Lax, Dustin Brother Lynch, Keith Burns, Mike Eli, another backstage pass with Big and Rich, Jana Kramer, John McEwen, Jared Neiman, and last but not least, my brother, how about some Jamie Lynn Spears? Brittany's little sister. Finishing that one off for you there, big man. Cody, that was a lot of packs, my dude. Whole lot of country music, awesome. I sincerely appreciate you, my brother. If you all would allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping, I would appreciate it. And I believe Mr. Hansen is next, but let me check. I could be wrong. I am going to top load these for you, Cody. These are going to go in 130s, I think. Yep. It is always my pleasure, Cody Durr. Thank you, big man. Not too shabby on your rookie autograph out of the Turkey Red. And 2 relics out of your country music box. One is second on print to $3.99. Gotta love all the fillers. Thank you, Panini. Excellent. Jeff Hansen says, D, are you getting any of the new UFC Chrome? Of course, my brother. Of course. As soon as we can. Danny says, how does the Allen and Ginter break work for anything non-baseball? So, my brother, there is 2 extra spots in that Allen and Ginter. They were both coincidentally purchased by Timbo T. Wood, but you already know we randomize all the spots. So when I randomize that break, there's going to be 32 spots in there. The extra 2 spots, there is one that is non-baseball humans, and the other one is objects, animals, and places. So there you go, big man. Oh, gotcha, Jeff Hansen. Love it, brother. Looking forward to it. Okie dokie, my friends. Let me just double check the shop here and keep myself honest. Good evening, everybody. I see there's a whole bunch of new folks that have rolled up in here tonight. It is wonderful to have you. All right, I was so wrong. Chris, Stick, it is all you, brother. You are next. With some 2022 UFC. Buena suerte. Good luck. Slicing that plastic for old Grandpa Brucey. Oh, by the way, folks, we do have a UFC break coming. So, keep your eyes peeled to JunkWaxVintage.com. It'll probably be dropping tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll surprise you with what's going to be in it. Let me tell you a story about my friend named Jed. What's up, Jed? Good to see you tonight, my man. Yes, it is, Chris. Absolutely, my brother. Always on the ball. My pleasure. All right, we pulled those pack number 4s. Good luck, my dude. You did snag a 2022 Donruss, right, Chris? I hope so. Or else we're going to have a problem here. All right, good luck, my dude. The former champ, Piotr Jan. The current champ, Magomed Ankalaev. Joanne Calderwood. Vivian Arujo. El Kukui, Tony Ferguson. Shout out to the Boogeyman. Wonder Boy. Stephen Thompson. My buddy from Spokane, Washington, Mr. Michael Chiesa, the Maverick. You all can look on my Facebook and see pictures of me and that fella. The production line, Israel Adesanya, the style bender. Your purple, Diego Fajeda, who I believe might no longer be in the UFC. Chris Weidman, former champ. Jessica I. Felice Herrig. Matt Schnell. What? He bought a box. It's okay, honey. Yeah, he bought a box. No. Those go for Jeff Hansen and Trevor Taylor. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, babe. Thank you. Matt Schnell. Forrest Griffin, UFC legend, Hall of Famer. Muslim Salikov. Marvin Vittori. Jan Blachowicz with the Polish Power. TJ Dillashaw, master of the EPO. Arnold Allen. Valentina Shevchenko, my dear friends. How about my kitten's namesake, the Bullet? Give me a hell yeah if you saw the video that I posted in the Junk Wax Vintage family chat yesterday. Or today, excuse me. Today. The Dominator, Dominic Cruz. Sean Brady, rated rookie. J. Rod Hillis, if you are taking off tonight, my brother, have a magnificent sleep, and we will see you bright and early in the morning, my dude. The Lioness, Amanda Nunes, on your Octagon Marvels. Ooh, hello. How about a little sunburst, TJ Dillashaw? Not numbered. Aspen Ladd, who is no longer in the UFC, I believe. Jeff Neal. Gunnar Nelson. Haven't heard about him in a while. The Brazilian cowboy, Alex Oliveira. Mr. Robert Parkinson, if you are taking off tonight, my brother, big hugs and firm handshakes to you. Thank you so much for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com. And, of course, just being a loved and valued member of this family. Michael Bisping, the Count. Also known as the Pirate. Arr. Jessica Andrade, former champ. Neil Magny. Hamzat Chimaev. Bortz. The Reaper. Du Bronx. Charles Oliveira. Timbo T-Wood. We have 2 more packs of UFC after this one, my man, and I think that is the cue. Thank you for asking. Calvin Cater. Alex Perez. El Pantera. Yair Rodriguez. On the crunch time, your second Lioness, Amanda Nunes. And by the way, my friends, if you heard my prediction about what's going to happen with the women's division, I think that is exactly what is going to happen, and wheels are turning, and it looks like my prediction is going to be correct. Piotr Jan on the Craftsman. Press Proof. Little Heathen, Jeremy Stevens. Fajeda. Santiago Ponzinibbio, master of the cauliflower ear. Macy Barber. Rich Ace Franklin, UFC Hall of Famer and high school math teacher. And last but not least, the immortal, Mr. Matt Brown, about to hock a loogie. Nice. Folks, we got a couple of sleevers there. Mr. Josh Watson, I am so glad to see you tonight, my brother. Hope you are doing well. Anything new or exciting with you, Josh Watson? Hope life is good for you, big man. Kobe Luna, that is my prediction, yes. So for those of you that did not join us in our last UFC watch party, I gave my prediction. And I'll give you my prediction right now. What I think is going to happen, and this is a little bit to my chagrin, because you know that I'm a huge fan and friend of Juliana Pena from Spokane, Washington. Juliana Pena right now is the current women's champ. I think that they're going to make her fight Kayla Harrison. And I don't think she's going to win. I think Kayla Harrison is going to mop the floor with her. I know. It hurts my heart. I know. Hot take. I know. But I think that's what's going to happen. And then there's one thing that's up in the air. There could be one title defense before Amanda Nunes, or they're just going to throw her right in with Amanda Nunes. That's right, Jeff Hansen. Correct. I'm not saying that, sir. But your first comment, yes. Your first comment, I am totally in agreement. But anyway, so that's what I think is going to happen. I think Kayla Harrison is going to be the champ. I think they might set her up with one fight in between to kind of like boost her name up a little bit. Probably a main event on a pay-per-view to get her some shine. And then they're going to make her fight Amanda Nunes. And that is going to be the biggest women's fight in the history of the UFC. The only other fight that might rival that was Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm. And we all know what happened there. Ronda got head kicked into the shadow realm. Poor gal. She got head kicked out of the UFC. All right, here we go, folks. The Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung. The King of Rio, Jose Aldo. Glover, former light heavyweight champ, and Chuck Liddell's main training partner, Cynthia Calvillo. Daverson Figueiredo, former champ, journeyman Benil Dariush. Caitlin Shakagan. Michael Bisping on the Retro Series. We have Thug Rose Namajunas on your purple parallel. That's right, Jeff Hansen, you nailed it. Timbo, nope, I am not sitting, sir, I am standing. DC, Daniel Cormier. How about Little Nog? Noguera. Antonio Noguera. Cub Swanson.
Isn't he just perfect?
Forrest Griffin.
He just stands at his best.
Muslim Salikov. Alex Oliveira. I like standing. Alexander Pantoja, current champ. Islam Makhachev, back-to-back champs. The ruthless one, Robbie Lawler, former champ. Oh, there you go, Josh Watson, testing out your brand new thermal label printer tonight, my man. Moving up in the world. I love it.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Conor McGregor. Jared Cannonier, former title challenger. Dominic Reyes. Daniel Rodriguez, a little D-Rod on the rated rookie. Gustafsson and Johnny Bones Jones. Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, who is now a breaker. Yanya. Hibas. Caceres. Gregor Gillespie, who got head kicked into the shadow realm by Kevin Lee. Ouch, kabibbles. Rafael Asuncao, former title challenger. Matt Schnell. Augusto Sakai, who is a K1 champion. Amanda Nunes. Jack Hermanson. The Predator Francis Ngannou. RDA. Marcin Tybura. No longer in the UFC, Mr. Chris Dacus, rated rookie. Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko on the Octagon Marvel. Habib Nurmagomedov on the Crunch Time. Brad Tavares. Raquel Rocky Pennington. Bryce Mitchell, some Thug Nasty. Michael Bisping. Jessica Andrade. And Macy Barber. Finishing that one off for you, my man. There you go. I appreciate you so much, Chris, as always, my man. Thank you so much for snagging that box down from JunkWaxVintage.com and giving the entire family some eye candy. There you go, Nikolai. Damn right, my dude. All right, folks, give me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. And Chris, as always, my man, I hope that that is just another beautiful rip in a long line of beautiful rips, my friend. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you again, buddy. All right, legends. Lil Sippy. Timbo. Oh, did you snag something down from the shop, big man? Beautiful. Brian Sapansky. The card of Gregor Gillespie that Miss Rachel gave me a while ago was giving to my brother, and he gave it to Gregor Gillespie. Thought it was kind of cool. That's awesome, buddy. Heck of a story there, Mr. Sapansky. I love it. Shout out to Miss Rachel. Aw, thank you, Timbo T. Wood. Hey, there you go. I like it, Chris. Happens to the best of us, gosh dang it. Sorry, couldn't find you anything better in that one, my man. But I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Chris. All right, moving on, folks. We have Mr. Jeff Hansen snagging another UFC pack. Mr. Hansen, good luck to the hammer. And Trevor Taylor, you're up next. And then we're going to refresh that shop. Dubronx Oliveira. Alexander Pantoja. Islam. Robbie Lawler. The Korean Zombie. Jose Aldo. Merab Divalishvili, current champ. Marina Rodriguez. Gamebred Masvidal. Gilbert El Dorinho Burns. Oh, thank you, Brian Sapansky. Probably for the best. Poor guy. Cupcake, Misha Tate. Askar Askarov. Rogerio Bontorin on the rated rookie. Craftsman, the Assassin Baby, Brandon Moreno. My favorite mixed martial artist, Georges St. Pierre on the retro series. I tell you, Joe Rogan, the aliens, they come to me in my dreams. The Nigerian Nightmare, and we were not talking about Christian Okoye, we were talking about Kamaru Usman on the Octagon Marvel. Walt Harris, who actually trained in our gym in Spokane, Washington, who is no longer in the UFC. I think he got popped for peeing hot. Habib Nurmagomedov on the green retro series, the Eagle, also known as the GOAT. And how about the Stockton Slap, Nate Diaz from the 209. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, former heavyweight champ. Jim Miller, UFC record holder. The King, Bobby Green. Sergey Pavlovich. The Prodigy, Mr. BJ Penn. Shamil Abdurakimov. Jimmy Crute. Sarah McMahon. Brendan Allen with a righteous mullet. Leonardo Santos. Andre Arlovsky, the Pitbull, former heavyweight champ. And a retail theft device. There you go, Jeff Hansen. Thank you as always, my dude. We have a little 3-order UFC streak, and I am so stoked to rip into some UFC as always. Hey, Jeff Hansen, there is plenty up there, my man. Please feel free. Never any pressure, but if you want to, threaten me with a good time. That is correct. We are stocked for the weekend, folks. Sweetie, would you do me a solid and make me a purchase to fix that? Yeah. There you go. All right, all right. Thank you, Krabby Rob. Shout out to our Prince Edward Island pal. Good to see you tonight, my brother. How are you? Oscar says, my wife is giving birth this weekend. I'll be in Guantanamo Bay being sleep deprived. Hoping to catch your show when I can, D. Senor Ruiz, what are you doing at Guantanamo, dude? I thought they closed that place. Are they doing SEER school at Guantanamo Bay now? Goodness gracious, brother. Timbo, can you remain standing and rip everything with the table about 16 inches lower? What? Why, Timbo? I don't understand. Oh, Senor Ruiz. Roger that, brother. I didn't know it was a joke, but now I get it. Oh, I see you, Timbo T. Wood. You just want to look at my rear. I love it. Yeah, you might need more than 16 inches there, Timbo. We might need it in a wide-angle lens. Alrighty. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. Let's keep on going with some more UFC, shall we? And we're going to refresh that shop right after this one, legends. How about Joanne Calderwood? Vivian Arujo. It is hashtag JWAD, my friends. That's a fact. Marvin Vittori. Jan Blachowicz. I love you guys so damn much. TJ Dillashaw. Neil Magny. Marcin Tybura. Johnny Bones Jones when he was a light heavyweight. The Giga Chad, Giga Chikadze. Oh, no worries, Krabby Rob. I appreciate it nonetheless, my man. Shout out to Adeline. Kelvin Gastelum, UFC journeyman. Miss Linda, good evening. I love it. Thank you, Miss Linda. Miss Linda says, sorry, Miss Amanda, I'm with Timbo. Vicente Luque. Ian Machado Gary, rated rookie. That's a nice one. We will sleeve that one up for you. He is the alternate in the title fight for his division. How about the Diamond Dustin Poirier on the Octagon Marvel? Zhang Wei Li on the Crunch Time. Duos Davison Figueiredo and Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. Couple of little fellas. The Diamond Dustin Poirier on your green foil. Little Nog on the green foil. Habib Nurmagomedov on your Octagon Marvel green foil. There you go, Trevor Taylor. That's a nice one there, buddy. Just leaving that one up for you, sir. I would imagine if that one was in a PSA 10, that could be profitable. A lot of Habib collectors out there. Aren't those cool? Nice one, Trevor Taylor. Moving on. Sergei Pavlovich. Shout out to Rachel. We got an autograph of that fella for her. The Prodigy BJ Penn. Randy Costa. Damian Maya. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master. Chris Weidman. Jessica I. The Pitbull Andrei Arlovsky. Lauren Murphy. Armin Sarukian. I truly believe that it's a matter of time before we see him wearing a strap. Also. Michelle Pajeda, who I heard is no longer in the UFC. Angela Hill. And last but not least, Cody Stamen. Finishing that one off for you, Trevor Taylor. Nice little pack there, my dude. Between your Ian Gary rated rookie and your Habib Nurmagomedov green Octagon Marvel. Not too shabby there, my brother. I will put your name on that one, Double T. Thank you as always, Trevor Taylor. All right. You fantastic human beings. Hey, what's up, Dodger? Long time no see, my man. He says, just curious, are popular cards to collect? Seems like very little niche. Is that a question? Just curious, are popular cards to collect? Seems like very little niche. I'm trying to read between the lines on that one, brother. UFC. Oh, are you asking if UFC cards are popular to collect? If so, the answer is a resounding yes. Of course they are. So you got to think, my friends. There is a huge swing up and down in the card market when baseball, football, basketball, when they go out of season, you see dips in the card market. The cool thing about UFC, it does not go out of season. 365. There is no season for the UFC. So the market just keeps on going up. So yes, good question, my man. Yes, they are. Very, very popular. All right, legends, I'm refreshing the shop real quick. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers. Baroast. And I think we need to bust into a brand new spicy water. Ooh, Timbo T-Wood. Shout out to the legend. My Boston brother taking down a 2024 Pulse baseball box. Thank you so much, good buddy. Kirk Noah gracing us with his presence this evening. Good to see you, Kirkamus. How is my favorite former fellow Washingtonian this evening? There you go, Timbo T-Wood. Excuse me. We got to bust into a brand new spicy water. Shout out to Mr. Brandon Franz, a.k.a. Johnny Utah. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love spicy water. Good evening, all of you over here on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube. I see each and every one of you, and I cannot thank you enough for being here with me tonight. Of course, my friends, if you are new here tonight, welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single evening, ending your days right with that dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, always a healthy dose of camaraderie, and just a few laughs. That's a good question, Timbo. I was wondering. All right, folks, we also need to lock in a break spot here real quick, I think. Mr. Josh Williams taking down the Angels in our six-boxer. Thank you as always, Josh. And folks, we are getting pretty damn close on one of those breaks, too. Miss Peggy has a question.
Would you like to ask a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
Question is, where in Washington did you used to call home? I miss our daily views of Mount Rainier. So I lived in Puyallup, Washington. I was born in Tacoma. I lived in Puyallup until I was 13, and then we moved to Spokane, Washington. So over the mountains. And then I also jumped around a little bit north of Spokane. There's a little town called Deer Park, population about 3,500. That's where I lived when I used to rodeo for a living. So fun fact, my friends, I actually used to race BMX semi-professionally when I was a young man. And then when I moved over to Spokane, I was riding the school bus when I was in high school, and there was a kid wearing Wrangler jeans. And I asked him who painted his pants on. Well, he didn't like it that much. So him and I had some words off of the bus. Yeah. Well, fun fact, him and I ended up becoming very, very good friends because he called me out and said, you know what? I ride bulls. You wouldn't ride bulls. You're a puss. Those were the exact words. And I said, oh, really? Well, anybody in my life, Mrs. Junkwax included, knows at this point how to motivate Dalen. Tell me I can't do something. That'll do it. So for the next 2 weeks, I went over to that kid's house and I got on this contraption called a bucking barrel. And they taught me how to ride, and I went down to Lewiston, Idaho, and got on my first bull when I was 14 years old. And that's how I started rodeoing, believe it or not. And then I lived all over Washington after that, from Republic to Elk to Spokane to the Tri-Cities, and then back over to Seattle. I lived in Tukwila. I lived in Berrien. I've lived in Bellevue. I've lived in Seattle proper. I've been all over as far as Washington goes. Anyway. So thank you for asking, Peggy. And I always forget that you guys lived in Washington. No way. So that is insane. So Peggy, my mother worked at Good Sam for like a really, really, really long time. I grew up in Good Sam. Kinda. Because I was there so much. So small world, my friend. Timbo, I heard you were the rodeo clown. That is not a lie. Nope, I was. For a minute. So when I was 17, I broke my neck. And I couldn't ride bulls. And I needed to make money. So I started being a rodeo clown. That is actually true, Timbo. There's pictures out there of that. So I couldn't ride bulls, so I went out and fought them instead. It's probably not a good idea. Anyway. All right, legends. Back at the ranch. Less talky, more rippy. We moved away from Puyallup in 1996. 95, 96, something like that. So the reason we moved away from Puyallup, we had an earthquake. And it was pretty scary, not gonna lie. My mother, for the next 2 days, was stuck in bed watching all these specials about what's gonna happen when the Pacific Rim explodes. And all the volcanoes, and like California falling into the ocean. Obviously, that may or may not happen, right? But all those specials obviously thrive on fear. So my mother watched those for the next couple of days. And then we moved to Spokane about a month after that. So there you go. She took it pretty seriously. She told me, she said, if something happens to Mount Rainier, we can, at least if we're in Spokane, we'll have a few minutes to drive east. But if you live in the Puyallup Valley and Mount Rainier blows up, see ya. You are gone. Depending on what way the wind blows that day, anyway. All right, Mikey 2. Good evening, Mr. Koba. Nice to see you, my man. He says, Dalen, I bought a few break spots. Can you give the number 4 spot of Allen and Ginter to Oscar Ruiz for his new baby? That is unbelievably kind of you, Mikey Koba. Thank you so much, good buddy, and I'm happy to do that for you, big man. That's right, Kirk Noah. Yeah, bro, yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Oh, it is absolutely beautiful, Jeff Hansen. You are spot on, brother. Trevor Taylor, those UFC cards besides the Dustins are for Jeff. Really? Give me just a moment here, folks. So, honey, Trevor Taylor's pile. You need to pull out the Dustin Poirier cards. It looks like Dustin Poirier. And then all the rest of those cards need to go to Jeff Hansen. Thank you, sweetie. And then we need to possibly white out a spot for Mikey, too. Timbo T-Wood, I appreciate you bearing with me for just a moment, big man. I think I already locked those spots in for you, Mikey, but I am happy to white out that spot for you. Oh, never mind. You just purchased them. I am so sorry. I thought I might have already locked those in. Okay, good, good, good. So, Timbo, I appreciate you bearing with me, buddy. We're going to lock in a break spot here real quick, or 5. Thank you, sweetheart. Okie dokie, folks. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. We have 4, 14, and 29 for Mikey, too. So you wanted spot number 4 to go to Oscar, and I cannot thank you enough, Mikey. As I have said before, my friends, and I will say it again, I never apologize for the redundancy. I truly believe that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And that is just another beautiful example of you paying that forward to the family. Thank you so much, Mikey Koba. It is moves like that that make this community as great as it is, buddy. I have said it before also, that has nothing to do with me. I could put my silly voice out there into the ether on a daily basis, but it means absolutely nothing without all of you on the other side of it, so thank you so much, legends. Damn right, Oscar Ruiz. He is a black label. All right, then we have spots number 14 and 29 for Mikey. Correct, babe. $14.29. Thank you again, Mikey. And also snagging spot number 17 in our Don Russ. Got you locked in there, you handsome son of a gun. I love it, Jeff Hansen. Threaten me with a good time, legend. Yes, please. Okie dokie. Got you locked in there. And Jeff Hansen, I see your pack. Beautiful. And you are on deck, my brother. All right, legends. Timbo T-Wood, sincerely appreciate your patience, my brother. Let's go. Last box we opened of this, I remember we pulled a Junior Caminero autograph. Let's see what we find for Timbo. See you, Super Grover. Good question, my man. Good question. Is that like a number 3? Good evening, Kevin Conlon. How you doing, buddy? Timah. You know, I have to give us credit where credit is due, folks. I really like how they set up their boxes. Check this out. You just get to pull these things. And it comes right out. That's really neat. Innovative. I like it. Shout out to Pulse. Little cuffing. No big deal. All right, and we start with Drew Thorpe for San Diego. Miguel Blees for the Bo Sox. Shout out to Timbo. Emmanuel Rodriguez for Minnesota on your autograph. Shout out to the Twinkies. What's wrong? Oh, honey, she found a little spider. Oh, no. Oh, no, folks. We found a little arachnid. Oh, my gosh. Look at our little spider friend there. Hello there, friend. Well, honey, do you want me to leave in the middle of the show and go let him out?
No, it's just like...
We could do that. Oh, baby, crawled over to the other side. There he is. Get him.
No, he's fine.
All right. For another Minnesotan. Back-to-back Twinkies. Brooks Lee. On the prized penmanship. That is beautiful. There you go, Timbo. Nice one, buddy. That's pretty damn cool. Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. And we have pulled several autographs of that young man. Tyler Stewart. And last but not least, shout out to Jonesy and Brian Smith and the Rockies, Zach Veen. All right, Timbo T-Wood, beautiful little box there for you, buddy. Shout out to our marvelous Minnesotans. Sleeving and top-loading those up for you, Timbo. I agree, gentlemen. I agree. Spiders are generally harmless. You're absolutely right. So, fun fact, my friends, I grew up in a house. My mother is deathly afraid of spiders. So, from a very young age, I would be woke up with a deer foam slipper to the face at 2 o'clock in the morning. Dalen, there's a spider in my sink. And I go in there, and I am not kidding. It is smaller than my pinky nail. Little tiny spiders. But the story is, I had an uncle that passed away before I was born, my mother's brother, my Uncle Mike, was killed in a train accident when my mother was 15. But when they were growing up, my Uncle Mike was really, really terrible to my mother, his little sister. So he used to put spiders in her bed. He made her drink gasoline. One time he had her stand at the end of a seesaw and lined up her jaw with the seesaw and then went over to the other side and stomped on it and damn near broke her jaw. So that was my Uncle Mike. Like I said, I never got to meet that man, unfortunately. But yeah, that is why my mother to this day is afraid of creepy crawlies. Because of that. Fun fact. All right, folks. Less talky, more rippy. Sorry about that. Give you a little story. All right, Timbo. Thank you again, you legend. Timbo, you had your Jacob Wilson. You had the Brooks Lee on the prize penmanship for Minnesota. And your Emmanuel Rodriguez. Couple of marvelous Minnesotans. And an athletic in there. Thank you again, Timbo. Trevor Bostwick, you beautiful, beautiful some beach. How are you, Mr. Bostwick? Excellent to see you as always, my dude. Another OG of the family. I know, Senor Ruiz. That's right. I said, goddamn. Hey, Miss Linda, if you are taking off tonight, young lady, please have a magnificent sleep, and we will see you bright and early in the morning, I hope. You are so welcome, Timbo, and all thanks go to you, big man. Jason Russell, one of our Canadian cousins, gracing us with his presence this evening. Good to see you, Jason. How are you, buddy? Arturo. Couple of legends rolling up in here tonight, slowly but surely, my dear friends. The whole fam-damly is rolling up in here. Mr. Russell, you got another JWV package, my man. You are so welcome. Thank you. You betcha. Always a pleasure, Jason, and I hope that is just another beautiful package in a long line of beautiful packages.
Giggity, giggity.
Jim Cos, good evening, good sir. All right, Mr. Hanson, you're up next, my brother. I see you, Trevor Taylor. It might be, sir. It might be. All right, Mr. Hanson, the hammer. Buena suerte, senor. Let's do it. Mr. Hanson, you were looking for a Voices of the Octagon Bruce Buffer.
It's time!
Let's do it. Drewzer, Mr. Rocket City New Scooters, gracing us with his presence as well. What's up, Drewzer? Perfect timing, my dude. We're just about to bust into a little UFC pack, my man. And we have now, he is also a breaker, Josh Emmett. The Preacher's Daughter, Holly Holm. Dan Hooker. Bilal Muhammad, current welterweight champ. Kamaru Usman, former welterweight champ. The Diamond, Dustin Poirier. Cyril Gane. The Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling. The Style Bender is Rael Adesanya. Mackenzie Dern. It's a lady. Joanna Champion. Johanna Jędrzejczyk with the Polish Power, former champ. Hall of Fame legend Frankie Edgar, The Answer. How about the Bear Jew? Mr. Paul Craig on the Rated Rookie. Forrest Griffin on your Retro Series. Zhang Wei Li on your Octagon Marvel. Crunch Time Piotr Jan. How about Triple C? Henry Cejudo, gold medalist. With the Polish Power, Jan Blachowicz, former light heavyweight champ. Marlon Moraes, who is no longer in the UFC. Had high hopes for that fella. Could never pull it together in the important times, gosh dang it, but that dude was a beast. Sadiq Yusuf. Triple C Henry Cejudo, so nice, we have seen him twice. Alexei Olenek, master of the Peruvian necktie. Rodolfo Vieira. Walt Harris. Rashad Evans, some sugar. The first sugar, the original sugar. Rafael Asuncao. Matt Schnell. Forrest Griffin. Stewie's cousin. Muslim Salikov. Oliveira, the Brazilian cowboy. Last but not least. There you go, Mr. Hansen. Thank you as always, my brother. Krabby Rob says, my favorite fight was Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonner. Bro, yes. That is one of the fights that put the UFC on the map. I don't think we would be where we are in the UFC right now without that fight. That was a biggin. Mikey 2 says, Dalen, the first package you sent just arrived in Arizona. Ooh. Interesting. That's cool. Nice. Well, I hope you get it soon, my brother. I'm sure you will. All right, my dear friends, let me put the Hammer's name on this one, and then we're going to refresh that shop. We lost Mrs. Junkwax tonight, folks. Okie dokie. Let's refresh, shall we? After I snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Barost. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Mr. Chris Robertson, welcome back. Free, good to see you, my dude. Top of the evening to you. Alrighty. Mr. David Weisel. Did you snag some Alf? No, it is 1990 Fleer basketball, my brother. I thought that was Alf for a second. We have one pack of 2022 Topps Chrome Update, Hobby, and we have one pack of 1990 Fleer basketball looking for some MJ. David Weisel, as always, my brother, thank you so much for rating JunkWaxVintage.com. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my friends. All right, Mr. Weisel. Are you ready, good sir? And Trevor Taylor says there is 7 spots left in the Donruss break. Nice, buddy. Any of those breaks that we fill tonight, my dear friends, we will bust tonight. Threaten me with a good time. But of course, my friends, there is never any pressure. And if you want to bust those breaks tomorrow, that is 1,000% okay too. Just want to make sure we have Mr. Weisel here with us tonight. Trevor Taylor, you want to get into the Allen and Ginter, but you're practicing self-restraint. I like it. Good man. I'm sure the wife is probably happy with that decision. Shout out to Crazy Sauce. Welcome back, my dude. All right, gosh dang it. We might have lost David Weisel, but I think he's going to have to go back and watch the replay. Let's go, Mr. Weisel. We're going to start with your 1990 Fleer basketball first, and then we will end with your 2022 Topps Chrome update. And ladies and gentlemen, we have about 15 minutes until 10 p.m. here in Austin, Texas. You know what that means? Thank you so much, David Weisel. There's the legend. All right, good buddy. Good luck. That's right, we are going MJ hunting. And we start out with the legend, old double-aught Robert Parrish, excuse me. And shout out to my buddy Brian Swank that gave me a sweet Robert Parrish slab when I was in Boston that I will keep forever. Shout out to Brandon Franz and the Utah Jazz, Eric Lechner. The Adventures of Milo and Otis Thorpe. Dominique Wilkins, the legend. Shout out to Morgie. Good evening, James Erickson. How is my fellow Washingtonian? Mr. Harvey Grant. Ron Happa. Mr. Whitten, welcome back, buddy. Rod Higgins. Sidney Green. Lester Connor. Steph Curry's daddy, Del Curry. Dale Ellis for our now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Tyrone Corbin for Minnesota. Alex English for the Nuggies. Terry Cummings for San Antonio. And last but not least for Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say, Ricky Pierce. There you go, Mr. Weisel. I am so sorry I couldn't find you an MJ in there. Gosh dang it, buddy. I tried. But there is plenty of packs where that came from, good buddy. New Boot Gooseman Andrew says, I am thinking of sending Dalen some cards from New Zealand to add to his donation box. Have a few nice NASCAR cards sitting around. I would love that, brother. Threaten me with a good time. All right, Mr. Weisel. Last pack magic, good buddy.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. And we start with the ambassador of the Quan. He is Quan in a million. Stephen Quan. Rowdy for the Brew Crew. The man, the myth, the Chrome Dome of Pool Hose. Shout out to our St. Lunatics. And Uncle Larry Andrew McCutcheon on your purple refractor. There you go, David Weisel. Sleeving that one up for you, big man. And all of these beautiful cards are going in your pile, David. Thank you as always, good buddy. Sincerely appreciate you letting us rip that together, good sir. James, or Mr. Hanson, you and your depressed Bucks fans, I'm so sorry, brother. Yikes. All right, my friends, let me put his name on these little bad boys, and then we will refresh that shop one more time. You legendary human beings, if you would like to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, now would be a perfect time to do so, because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, folks. By the way, my friends, you know tomorrow is a 3-show day. So I will see you bright and early in the morning, same junk time, same junk channel, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then we will be back at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for some lunch wax. And then we have a fantastic Friday evening planned for tomorrow night. And I have a hunch we might be doing multiple breaks tomorrow night. Hey, looking forward to it, Mr. Bostwick. I know you will. Mr. Weisel says, thank you as always, Dalen and family. And as a Cubs fan, Cardinals always take it in their pools.
Giggity, giggity.
My man. I love it so much. Thank you, David Weisel. It is hashtag J1 here, my dude. You already know. Krabby Rob says, what break did I buy into, Dalen? That's a great question, Krabby Rob. Let me check for you, buddy. I have to look through the orders real quick. And Krabby Rob, just for future reference, you legend, you should be able to go to JunkWaxVintage.com and you can see your previous orders, and you can look back and see what break that you got into, my dude. Krabby Rob. So it looks like maybe that one didn't go through, my man, because I'm looking here and it looks like the last purchase from JunkWaxVintage.com was on January 18th. So I am so sorry about that, Krabby Rob. But what we can do, brother, is I can look behind the scenes and maybe see what happened with the payment. Sometimes payment fails. Sometimes there's card issues. You just never know. So it could have absolutely nothing to do with you. Could just be a card issue or something. So Krabby Rob, if you would do me a huge solid, brother, and shoot me a message behind the scenes over there on Facebook, give me a little friendly reminder, and I can look behind the scenes for you and I can let you know what happened. I thank you as always, Krabby Rob, my Prince Edward Island pal. Love you, brother. All right, legends. Refreshing. Man, I love spicy water. Sorry, got to go back for a second. Refreshing. All right, Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite, snagging a spot in that Allen and Ginter. Beautiful. Spot number 28. And now I see what you mean by losing the battle. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. And I sincerely hope that I can find you something juicy, my brother. Thank you, Krabby Rob. Shout out to you and Adeline, my Prince Edward Island pals, plural. Free over on TikTok. What does BB mean? I see you keep typing BB over there. What does that mean, my friend? Is that something? I'll have to check that out, Jeff Hansen. Thank you, good buddy. All right, Trevor Taylor. Spot number 28 in our Allen and Ginter. And my friends, we are getting closer on that one. Well over halfway. And of course, you legends, we will bust that little bad boy as soon as it's full. Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think we are current up there in the shop. I think we're just a few minutes away from 10 p.m. I think your boy needs to get some rest so I can wake up and be on my A game tomorrow morning for a 3-show day. So I am going to go ahead and make that last call, you legends. If you would like to pull something down from JunkWaxVintage.com, you are absolutely more than welcome to do so. But you are also absolutely more than welcome to not pull anything down from JunkWaxVintage.com. I see you, Mr. Williams, right? Plenty of time to sleep when I die. That's right, Trevor Taylor. Hey, you guys want to keep me up? Fill one of those breaks. Let's do it. I'm down. All right, legends. So I would like to show you something that I got in the mail today. And this is going to go into Junk Wax Vintage hitboxes. Kirk Noah, are you here tonight, good buddy? By chance, before I show this beautiful card. Nikolai. I see you, Mr. Lineback. Thank you so much, buddy. Shout out to Kirk Noah. We might have lost Kirkamus tonight, gosh dang it. Well, folks, a lot of you know that the newest member of Dalen's PC Club is a young man who plays for the Seattle Mariners named Jurangelo St. J, who's a switch pitcher. Numbered to 3. There you go. So I'm debating on sending that card off to be graded or not. Or if I just want to put it into the Junk Wax Vintage hitboxes raw like that. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Timbo. So I am calling it right now, you legends. I think this young man is going to be a very, very, very big deal. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Timbo, that's a damn good question, buddy. Good question. I have not seen him signed yet. But yeah, so fun fact about this young man. When he was young, his father made him do pitching drills. And what they would do is he forced him to be ambidextrous, both-handed. And what he would do is they would take a 16-penny nail and put it into a baseball, okay? And his dad would make him throw the baseball so it would stick into a piece of wood. So he had to know exactly what side of the baseball was going to hit that wood. Yeah. Like, they could make a movie about that, right? That's pretty damn cool. Trevor Taylor, leave it up to the person to grade? Yeah, that's a good option. I like it. It is Kirk Noah. There's my brother. Yep. So I snagged that to go into the Junk Wax Vintage hit boxes. That one is not for yours truly. That one is for y'all. So that is numbered 2 out of 3 on the Gerangelo, also known as Lou Seath J. So pretty damn excited about that young man. Mm-hmm. And I'm even more excited to see which one of you legends gets to take it home. Nikolai, that Topps 206 is so tempting. You are not wrong, my brother. I love tobacco cards so damn much. You know it, Kirk Noah. He's a sooner. My man. Shout out to the Valley user. Good to see you over there on TikTok, you legends. Shout out to all of the family over there watching on Kick and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. As always, you incredible human beings, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I sincerely appreciate you. That's a good question, Krabby Rob. Are you talking about Gran Turismo or Gran Torino? Was that the movie? Good question. All right, folks, it does look like we have a new order up there in the shop. Nikolai, my fellow Texan, taking down a couple of break spots in the Big Boy, our brand new 6-boxer. I cannot thank you enough, Nikolai. As always, you legend. So, folks, that is 6 boxes. That is 2022 Optic Baseball, 2022 Select Baseball, both of those hobby boxes, 2024 Bowman's Best Hobby, 2024 Prism Hobby, 2024 Onyx Vintage Hobby, and 2025 Top Series 1 Jumbo. So looking at 16 autographs in that one, legends. I think 4 relics, if not more. So let's get you locked in here, Nikolai, on Uncle Moosey's Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. There you go, Nikolai. Hello. My name is Budimir Redmila. I come from Russia. I have good woman for you. Dance for the man. All right, there you go, big man. All joking aside, thank you again, Nikolai. Got you locked in there, buddy. Señor Luna. ¿Qué pasó, Kobe? El guapito. Qué bueno verte, señor. ¿Cómo fue su martes? Nikolai. Oh, yes, it does, good sir. You were absolutely right. Thank you so much, Krabby Rob. I appreciate it, buddy. So regarding the setup, anyway, we're at about 95%. I think we're looking pretty good, but it could be better. So we still have some stuff we're going to put up on the walls. That cool mat that Jeffro got us is going to go up right there. Might put some stuff over here. And then that product case right there has lights in it that need to go in there. I still have some sound panels I need to put up. I still hear my voice echoing off the wall a little bit. Jeff Hansen, yes, sir. We are going to have a jersey displayed up there as soon as I can get a frame for it. You are absolutely right. Shout out to Kyle Willard, who hooked me up with a magnificent Julio Rodriguez autographed jersey. That is still right here back in that closet right now, all safe and sound. Wendy's Baconator, welcome to the chat on TikTok. It is wonderful to see you. I'm a junior bacon cheese guy myself, but I have been known to mow on a Baconator from time to time. Kirk Noah, we do have some lights going up. You're absolutely right. Yes, sir. Actually, I have them right over here. They're still in a box. Yep. So full disclosure, my friends, a lot of you know we've been moving out of the old apartment for the last couple of weeks. And we have one more load left to grab tomorrow. And then we turn our keys in on Saturday. So next week will be the very first time that myself and Mrs. Junkwax actually get a few minutes to start putting this house together. We've been kind of pulling triple duty for the last couple of weeks. So I do my show, and then I mow on a couple of delicious Red's breakfast burritos, and we literally sprint over to the old house, and we spend a few hours cleaning and bringing stuff downstairs, and then coming back here and doing a show with you in the evening. And we have been doing that wash, rinse, repeat for a few days. So my dear friends, I will always be transparent with you. I will never fake the funk. I am so ready to be done with moving. Over it. And we're never moving again. Oh, threaten me with a good time, Jeff Hansen. That would be fantastic. I love it. I agree. They are super Grover. You're right. But they're also very expensive. We're on a tight budget here, so I probably won't be getting any Hughes lights, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. But we have some string lights over here I'm going to put up. They'll be pretty cool. Shout out to Free over there on TikTok. Lonnie, Kobe. Good to see you, gentlemen. Moving is a lot of work, Krabby Rob. You are absolutely right, my brother. Brian Smith, he says, you need a glowing light that says bustin' makes me feel good. That would be magnificent. 'Cause bustin' makes me feel good. Timbo T. I love you guys so damn much. All right, legends. Last call has officially been called. Let's refresh that shop. Oh, hell yeah. Nikolai. Snagging down some beautiful stuff from JunkWaxVintage.com. I appreciate you so much, Nikolai, and this is a magnificent way to see us out on this Thankful Thursday. We have a 2017 Stars and Stripes, and we have a Topps 206. Allow me just a moment, my friends. Hey, Nikolai. Is that the one right there, my brother? Very cool, Jeff Hansen. Looking forward to seeing what you're doing over there, big man. Ah, Krabby Rob, you carried a couch by yourself today, and it was a heavy one up 3 flights of stairs? Goodness gracious, brother, be careful. You do not have permission to die, Krabby Rob. We love you, buddy. All right, thank you so much, Nikolai. Let's start with your Topps 206, and then we will end with your 2017 Stars and Stripes. Good luck. Possibly for the very last time on this thankful and very thick with 4 C's Thursday evening, we shalt grippeth. And we shalt rippeth. Buena suerte, Nikolai. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Let's find Mr. Lineback, something juicy. Oh. Well, congratulations in advance, Mr. Lineback. We did indeed find you something juicy, my brother. How about some evening wood?
Giggity, giggity.
Do you have any matches? Try setting it on fire.
That is absolutely wood, my brother. You betcha. All right, we start with Mr. Lau for our Texas Rangers. Shout out to Caesar. The man, the myth, the Hall of Fame legend, Ichiro Suzuki. On your wood parallel for the Texas Rangers, that is Marcus Semien. Castillo for our Seattle Mariners. Lance McCullers Jr. Somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor. Josiah Gray, rookie. Keston Hiura. Ke'Bryan Hayes for the Pirates. Mr. Ortega for the Cubbies. Shout out to David Weisel. The Gibber for the St. Lunatics, Mr. Bob Gibson. And that is a Piedmont back. And last but not least, he's got the juice. Tatis. Last but not least. There you go, big man. And I need to grab some mini penny sleeves. I want to double check that one. That might be some kind of a parallel. Need to double check that one. The background looks a little different. Somebody want to keep me honest on that one? Could be Nikolai. Could be. So we'll sleeve that one up for you, buddy. And of course, we will sleeve up that wood parallel, Marcus Semien. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Koba. We will refresh that shop in just a moment, you legend. I sincerely appreciate you using the shop. Exactly right, Kirk Noah. Yep. And Jeff Hansen, some more Playboy. I would love to. We are looking for some more, my man. But fun fact, brother, they have kind of run out of that Series 1. So it is very, very difficult to find, and the prices have gone through the roof. So if we snag that, I would have to increase the price significantly, and I just don't want to do it, if I'm being honest with you. So we're trying to find some at a decent price so then I can pass that price on to you, and that's why we just don't have it yet, to be transparent with you, buddy. Trevor Taylor, we are 5 away on that Donruss. Beautiful, brother. I would love to bust into that little bad boy tonight. Threaten me with a good time. All right, Nikolai. So that is printed to 50. There you go. You got 2 rare cards in there, my man. Because I think the wood ones are printed to 25. Somebody keep me honest on that one. All right, Nikolai. One more time, my dude. 2017. Stars and Stripes. Scooter. Good evening, my man. Nice to see you, Scoot. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you. I always forget that the Stars and Stripes box is open like that. I'm such a dork. Empty box there, brother. I think so, Mikey, too. I think so, but I could be wrong. Yes, the wood is printed to 20. There you go, brother. Beautiful. That was a beautiful pack. Congratulations, Nikolai. I think it's good karma, personally. All right, 1, 2, 3, pack number 4 to the side. Let's do it. Good luck. How about Mitchell Stone? Tim Cate. Royce Lewis, who now plays for Minnesota. There you go. Timbo just got an autograph of that young man. Tanner Houck on your very first autograph to $4.99. He is in the show right now as well. Logan Shore. And that is like a rainbow foil or something. On the longevity. Zach Birdie. Braxton Garrett. And last but not least, Nate Wolgamuth. Finishing that one off. Wolgamuth. All right, sleeving up your very first autograph there, Nikolai. I know it, Nikolai. You're absolutely right. On the stand he goes. Nice one, Mikey, too. Very punny, senor. All right, folks, here we go. Pack number 2. And we start off with Jaron Kendall. Jake, I love a burger. Collegiate national team. Alex Bregman. Wesley Great Scott to 185. Ooh, and that one's a thickie. On the silhouette, jumbo patch signature. Ryan Velotti for the Rockies to 99. Little rainbow foil. Beautiful. Colton Olesen. Ethan Long. and Tony Jacob. Last but not least, Kev So Random, welcome back, my brother. Good to see ya. Excuse me. Brian Reynolds rap for the Pirates. Anthony K. Oh, wow. You have a double autograph here, I think, brother. Number to 199. Oh, that is a triple relic. Holy cow. Jaron Kendall, Seth Beer, and TJ Friedel, our favorite Pokemon. Friedel. Triple relic there, buddy. Beautiful. We found a burger and a beer. A little breakfast of champions. All right, shout out to Patrick Paul Bailey. Legend of the family, numbered to 499. Autograph. Jaron Kendall, so nice. We have seen him thrice on the longevity. Mike Rivera, Devin Hairston, and the Rocket, Roger Clemens. What? Say what? How is Roger Clemens in here? No way. Check this out, folks. Though he had yet to decide if he would pitch in his 23rd big league season in 2006, he eventually did. Roger Clemens did commit to play for the USA baseball professional team. The 43-year-old showed he still had it, recording a 2.8 ERA and a .81 whip with 10 strikeouts in starts versus South Africa and Mexico. How cool is that, buddy? The Rocket Roger Clemens on 2017 Stars and Stripes. Yes, please. Come on. That is friggin' awesome, buddy. What a cool box. We're going to sleeve those up for you, good buddy. Kobe Luna, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moose is loose. Good evening, Uncle Moosey. I see over here on TikTok, you legend. We are just in time to see us ripping into some 2017 Stars and Stripes, my brother. We all know you love that Stars and Stripes. All right, legends.
One down, one to go.
Last base pack magic, good buddy. Let's do it. MJ Melendez, before he was a Royal. Quentin Holmes. Taylor and his Salty Walls. Mike Ciani on a patch jumbo autograph, 18U, national team, Michael Ciani. Royce Lewis for Minnesota on the longevity. Shout out to Timbo, who got his autograph in his box, I believe. AJ Puke, who we saw in 2016 Bowman Draft. Anthony Volpe, who now plays for the Pinstripes. That's amazing. And last but not least, Joe Naranjo. Stars and Stripes, last but not least. There you go. Sleeving up a couple more here for you, buddy. You are damn right, Nikolai. Gotta love some 2017 Stars and Stripes, my brother. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we need to give all the shout-outs in the world to Mrs. JunkWax for snagging these boxes for the family. One pack to go, Nikolai. Look at all that ink up there, sir. Damn. All right, my dude. Good luck. See you, Mikey, too. It is hashtag JWAD. All right, we have Josiah Dixon. Coleman Brigman. Michael Ciani, so nice. We have seen him twice. Nick Prato, who is now a Royal. Oh, wow. That is a black silhouette signature. Beautiful. And that one is numbered to 64. There you go, brother.
Oh, my.
Mr. BF Breaks Brent, welcome back, my buddy. Good to see you. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. All right, last but not least, Balake Rutherford. Chris Oakey. Catcher extraordinaire. Zach Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. And last but not least, Tim Kate on the longevity. Finishing that one off for you, big man. Thank you, as always, Nikolai, for giving us some 2017 Stars and Stripes eye candy. Uncle Moosey, it is always good to see you, my brother. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with us tonight, Uncle Moosey. I know you're a busy fella, so it is especially wonderful to see you. I know, Uncle Moosey, 2017 Stars and Stripes. Yes, please. Again, shout out to Mrs. Junkwax for finding that beautiful box. Timbo T-Wood, if you were taking off tonight, my brother, I love you, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning, my dude. Shout out to Beef. Shout out to Cameron and Ellie. Shout out to Lil Ms. Wood. Love you, brother. All right, legends. I need to put Nikolai's name on all these little bad boys. And then we're going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this Thankful Thursday. Thank you again, Nikolai. I'd say that was a win, my dude. Hey, Beef, what's up, brother? Damn good to see you as always. Thank you for being here with us tonight. My brother in recovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 autographs and 3 relics out of that box. Oh, Lonnie, I'm excited for you to get your package too, buddy. And it is literally in the mail right meow. Hey, meow. Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Do you see me hopping around on Bimbly Bimbly from tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Oh, thank you so much, Nikolai. Like I said, my dude, I am always uber grateful to rip together. Thank you so much, buddy. All right, legends. Refresh! Oh, hell yeah. Mikey, too, snagging down some break spots. Thank you so much, Mr. Koba. That's right, Mr. Koba. We have been here for 2 hours and 33 minutes of awesome. And we have a 3-show day tomorrow. So I will always be transparent with you, my friends. I want to make sure I'm on my A game for it, because it's going to be a biggin'. So again, my friends, remember, you will see me tomorrow, same junk time, same junk channel, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then we will be back after lunch at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for some lunch wax. And then we will be live tomorrow night for a fantastic Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Actually, you know what? I might be lying. Let me check something real quick here, folks. Got to look at our schedule. It's either 7:30 or 8 tomorrow night. It might be 8 p.m. because we have 3 shows. It's possible. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you as well, my dude. Catching me just on the way out, though. Hi. And bye. All right, we got to lock in some break spots here, legends. Mikey, too, thank you, good sir. We have 2 spots in the Donruss and 1 spot in our 2-box PYT. In the Donruss, we have 9 and 24. Excellent. And then in our 2-boxer, taking down the Cardinals. Shout out to our St. Lunatics, Jeffro and Mr. Willard. There you go. Oh, Mikey, you got us very, very close, my brother. Thank you so, so much. So we have the Athletics, the Tigers, the White Sox, the Yankees, and the Diamondbacks. And then we are busting into both of those boxes. Remember, my friends, that is 2024 Panini Select and 2019 Bowman's Best. See if we can't find some Tatis. Maybe a polar bear. That's right, Brian Smith. I know it. I know it. But I'm very, very excited to have a little lunch wax with you tomorrow, folks. It is always a blast. Chad, good evening to Sharky. Good to see you tonight, my man. Jeff Hansen. So is Tupac alive or dead? Good question, my brother. Good question. Nikolai, if I had hit a Seth Beer auto, I would have been over the moon. Gotcha, buddy. Well, you got a Seth Beer relic. That was pretty sweet. But maybe we will find some more 2017 Stars and Stripes. That would be sweet. Chad, hello, sir. Hope you've had a wonderful Thursday. Damn good to see you, big man. All right, legends, I am going to refresh that shop one last time on this thankful Thursday evening. And it does look like that we are current up there, folks. So, as always, thank you for just being you. Thank you for being a loved and valued member of this entire community. As always, my friends, I would not be able to do any of this without all of you. So that's why every single day I give it up to you folks, because I truly mean it. Please give yourselves a pat on the back, and you can call yourself a founding member of the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club, my friends, because even though we've been doing this for 4 years, we still have a long way to go. So we have entered into a new era. We call it JWV 2.0 here in this new studio. And I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for your consistency. I cannot thank you enough for your presence, the positivity, all of you helping out all the new people that are in here, gifting each other break spots, gifting each other cards. It is absolutely amazing, my friends, and I literally cannot thank you enough. So, I love you all. Until I see you again bright and early tomorrow morning, please do me a solid, legends. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. And doggone it, do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude. And I will see all of your bright, shining faces early tomorrow morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, with bells on. Thank you again, everybody, for another thankful Thursday. I see you, Mikey, too. There you go, brother. Threaten me with a good time, buddy. We know how that goes. All right, legends, enjoy the outro. Have a wonderful sleep. And let's wake up tomorrow morning and do it all over again. Smoochies! I'm such a dork.
With greedy flames, junk wax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride, creased and battered, still we ride. Junk wax vintage, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless bloom.
Thank you so much, you legends. Thank you, Brian Smith. You sleep well as well, my brother. I see you, Trevor Taylor. New Boot Gooseman. Andrew, have a wonderful sleep.
Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes, motion throned, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight.
Thank you to each and every one of you that hit us with some bits this evening. Trevor Taylor, Mikey 2, Jeff Hansen, Cincinnati Steve, Andrew Shumper.
Harrison Bucker, Mikey cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light, positive vibes in endless fight.
Uncle Moosey, thank you as always for showing your face in here tonight, my brother. I appreciate you more than you will ever know.
This is our world.
That Future Stars is probably my favorite out of all those Daylid cards. Pretty damn cool. Mr. Mike Pratt, good evening, you legend. Catching us just on the way out there, big man. Hope you're doing well, Mikey. Shout out to Ernie Larson, Danny Rendon, James Erickson, Matt Kenyon. I sincerely appreciate the bits tonight, gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are not wrong, Mikey 2. We might have that in the works. Good night, Super Grover. Much love to you, my brother. My fellow Austinite, Trevor Taylor, you too, good sir. Heck of a thankful Thursday, you legends. Thank you again.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God! I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo! I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Giggity, giggity.
Thank you all again so damn much. Much love and respect, big hugs, and firm handshakes all around you incredible human beings. We will see all of you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you again. Good night.